What I've got for you is something I've been kind of putting on file for a while. I've been meaning to talk about it, but I haven't got around to doing it. Bridget Mendler joining the cast of NBC's Undateable in its new season. It premiered a couple of weeks back. The ratings reviews have been amazing for this show. I've been a big fan and supporter of Bridget Mendler, was a big fan of her on Disney's Good Luck Charlie. I was a big fan of her in her brief role on Wizards of Waverly Place, so you can expect me to be an even bigger fan of her now in a more mature role as Candace as part of the cast of Undateable. I think this is going to take Bridget Mendler to places she's never been before. I am really excited about this, but I'm also questioning her decision to go into comedy roles for sitcoms in prime time, because we've never seen Bridget Mendler do this sort of thing. She was in prime time on Disney Channel with Good Luck Charlie, but her role was kind of mellow. Her role was kind of simple. She was not really an outspoken individual. She wasn't that enthusiastic. This character is a bit more enthusiastic, so we're going to be seeing a side of Bridget Mendler that we have never seen before. So I'm kind of questioning this, if she's going to be able to pull it off. But if anyone can do it, after being one of the biggest pop stars in the world, being put over as one of the biggest teen idols in the world because of Good Luck Charlie, her brief role on Wizards of Waverly Place as Juliet the Vampire, if anyone can do it, it's Bridget Mendler. She's one of the biggest celebrities, one of the biggest teen idols, one of the biggest pop stars in the world. She's got an album. She's had hits like Hurricane. She's had hits for Good Luck Charlie. She's done it all, and she's gotten great reviews and ratings along with every role she's had as an actress. So hopefully she's going to be able to follow through with the predictions of her being a big-time celebrity in prime time on NBC. She joins the show that's produced executively by Ellen DeGeneres called The Big One. It's going to be amazing. I believe it airs on Tuesday nights. It's going to be amazing because the ratings reviews will eventually come in, and we'll get great reviews from columnists on the internet, hopefully, of this one. We're going to get a scattered critic in there as well. That's to be expected. But, you know, I've always been a big fan of Bridget Mendler, although I may have never talked about Bridget Mendler a lot on this show. One thing that I've always been is a big fan of hers, no matter if it was being an actress, being a singer. Always supported her, always posted her videos, always posted clips of Bridget Mendler. I've even taken time out to go to her Facebook fan page and write comments on some of the things she's posted, whether it be a photo, a video. Bridget Mendler, always been a big fan of hers. And I only did one video blog ever on Bridget Mendler. Can you believe that? I did one video blog on Bridget Mendler. I threw it up on our YouTube channel at Jonathan Clarke 22, and I got hundreds of views for that video blog, and it's because of all the subscribers that I've gotten to our YouTube channel and our social media campaign on Facebook, Twitter, on Google+. It's because of you. That video was viewed so many times, and I thought about doing another Bridget Mendler follow-up. Didn't get around to doing it because I was spending so much time talking about the Demi Lovato rehab situation, the Selena Gomez death threats, the Selena Gomez career choices in her personal life and her professional life with Justin Bieber, and her career unfortunately being derailed. I got into that. I talked about Miley Cyrus all the time, and because of that, I got sidetracked, kind of strayed away from Bridget Mendler. But with everything else going on in the entertainment business, could you have blamed me? I mean, Selena Gomez's career being derailed because of Justin Bieber, she putting out the song What the Heart Wants, all the reviews that was getting. I had to get into all that, and I kind of put Bridget Mendler to the side. I'm very regretful of that. Hopefully she's going to forgive me for putting her on the back burner, the proverbial back burner, for quite some time. But I'm going to make it up to her by, giving her the benefit of the doubt and saying that she's going to go the distance. And I really think she's going to go the distance. Maybe not right away with Undateable, but she's definitely going to go the distance because of the popularity she's previously accumulated for herself in the entertainment business. If this were somebody else in the role of Candace for Undateable, I'd probably be more critical towards the decision to have them in the position that Bridget Mendler is currently faced with for NBC. But I know Bridget Mendler can get it done. We haven't seen her as an appearance on any award shows or in any other capacity other than really a singer or an actress. We haven't really seen her put over the top as much as the celebrities out there like Demi Lovato and Selena Gomez, what I'm getting at here. But I do think she's going to be able to do it because Bridget Mendler has proven critics wrong so many times over the years, and she's going to do it again as part of NBC's Undateable, one of the biggest hits on Tuesday nights. Last year, I got so many great reviews. It was unbelievable. If you ever read any of the reviews on social media and on the internet just in general, this show was getting great reviews without Bridget Mendler. So you can imagine the kind of reviews it's going to be getting with Bridget Mendler. I do expect to see a scattered critic out there dropping negativity toward the decision to have Bridget Mendler on this show, towards the producers of this show, the producers and directors of NBC's Undateable for choosing Bridget Mendler. as the newest cast member. But despite the critics that are going to be out there, there are going to be more positive reviewers of this show. And the Bridget Mendler fan wagon, the proverbial fan wagon that Bridget Mendler has, is going to be carried over to this show. Because if you were a fan of Bridget Mendler on Disney Channel, for say, you're going to come over from Disney Channel to NBC, and as a result, the NBC ratings are going to go through the roof, and people are just going to support NBC until Bridget Mendler doesn't want anything to do with them anymore and goes elsewhere with her career. But I don't see Bridget Mendler going anywhere anytime soon, because this is pretty logic. You know, if you're a fan of a certain celebrity for years on end, like I've been a Bridget Mendler, even though I haven't talked about her as much as a Selena Gomez or a Demi Lovato on this show. If you've been a celebrity for years on end, you've never given up on them, you're going to follow them everywhere they go. You're going to follow Demi Lovato with her Skechers sneakers promos. You're going to follow Miley Cyrus in a relationship with Patrick Schwarzenegger. You're going to follow these people everywhere they go, no matter what they do. So if you're a fan of Bridget Mendler, you're going to obviously be watching NBC's Undateable. So does there really give anyone a reason to talk about the show negatively? I think it gives more critics more of a positive reason to talk about this show than it does a negative reason to talk about this show. But, you know, there are going to be people who are going to be expecting to be shitting all over this. But hopefully there'll be more people to kind of counteract that and backfire at all these people with positivity towards Bridget Mendler, which I am choosing to give to her. And if you know anything about me over the years, although I may not talk about Bridget Mendler a lot on this show, I do make time to go to her Facebook fan page and her Twitter and either post a comment on her Facebook fan page or tweet her something on Twitter at Bridget Mendler, which she has millions of followers on and millions of subscribers too. And based on the numbers she's getting on Facebook and Twitter more especially, where celebrities are followed more than they are on Facebook, they're followed more on Twitter than they are any other social network out there. Based on the numbers she's producing on Twitter, I think she's really going to go places with her role on NBC's Undateable. There's nothing really negative I have to say about this. It's just I've been meaning to get around to talking about it, and I do apologize to the Bridget Mendler fans out there, the BM members out there, because I have not talked about her as much as when I have other celebrities on this show. I don't watch her, even though I've been a big supporter and fan of Bridget Mendler as much as what I do Demi Lovato and Selena Gomez. We're going to be getting into Demi Lovato's latest career avenue choice of doing the Skechers promos. Saw those for the first time the other night, and I couldn't believe it. I haven't followed her as much as a Demi Lovato or a Selena Gomez because it doesn't seem like there's really much been going on for Bridget Mendler. And for a while there, I was wondering what was going to happen to Bridget Mendler after they announced the final season of Good Luck Charlie. I posted a video blog from my Google video blog on the cancellation of Good Luck Charlie in their final season. I was wondering where Bridget Mendler was going to go from there. We didn't hear anything from her for a while. She was doing something with her music, apparently, and then she comes back now in this new role as part of NBC's Undateable, which makes it more exciting for me because now I have something more probable to talk about for Bridget Mendler than what I did 3 or 4 months ago. So at least now I know where Bridget Mendler is every single time I want to see her. It's kind of like Callie Coco. She started out with 8 Simple Rules for Dating My Teenage Daughter with John Ritter. She goes from that to The Big Bang Theory. I know where to find her when I want to watch her. I like to keep tabs on these certain celebrities. I am in hopes that this video blog review in support of Bridget Mendler as part of the cast of Undateable will get as many reviews as the first Bridget Mendler video blog that I posted on my YouTube channel, the one and only video blog I did on Bridget Mendler. So if you want to support this, you can share it on your social media pages, on your Facebook pages, on your Twitters, on your YouTubes, on your Google Plus pages, whatever you want to. You can get it out there throughout social media, spread the word. Bridget Mendler is as part of the cast of Undateable on NBC. I think it's going to go places. I may be wrong. That's the unfortunate thing about this. You know, as a critic, as a reviewer, you can only make an assumption on what you see. And as of right now, I am making the assumption that Bridget Mendler is going to go places with this role on NBC's Undateable as the newest cast member. The show did go places without Bridget Mendler, and there is doubt in a lot of minds that this show will not go as many places as it previously did with Bridget Mendler joining the cast. But I think that, you know, imagining Bridget Mendler as part of the cast for a significant amount of time will take this show to places it probably has already been, you know, twice over, and places it has never been before. There are a lot of benefits of having Bridget Mendler on this show. And one thing that I'm looking forward to seeing from Mendler is if she can handle the pressure of being big in prime time on Tuesday nights with the big one produced by Ellen DeGeneres joining the ratings war. I'm looking forward to seeing her break out along with handling the pressure. Let's see if Bridget Mendler will not crack in the way of a Demi Lovato or a Selena Gomez and let's see if she can pull one out for NBC. I think she can. I'll go on record for saying that. You can even quote me in saying I think she can handle the pressure, and I think she can handle this new role after being a very mellow and very unenergetic character that we saw on Disney Channel called Teddy Duncan as part of the Duncan family for the Disney Channel show Good Luck Charlie that went 3 or 4 seasons before its cancellation. That got so much publicity as a mellowed character for Bridget Miller. She was also in Lemonade Mouth, the movie that was based on the book that was produced in 2011 when Good Luck Charlie was getting so many great reviews from fans of Disney Channel. So seeing her as a more outspoken character, a more energetic character, that's going to be fun for a lot of people, not just myself. I hope I'm not the only Bridget Mendler fan speaking out about this. I hope there are millions other who watched her on Disney Channel, supporting her just as much as what you did on Disney Channel. Now that she's signed with NBC, just as people like Emily Osment has signed with ABC Family to do projects with Blondie Girl Productions under the direction of Ashley Tisdale. I hope there are just as many Disney Channel fan supporters out there for their different roles they have now here in 2015. What a difference 10 years makes, guys. It's amazing. 10 years ago, they were on shows like Hannah Montana, Sunday with a Chance, Good Luck Charlie, Wizards of Waverly Place. Now they've gone to so many mature roles on different networks, but the big thing is they are in prime time, something I've wanted to get them to for what feels like forever. I've been promoting prime time. You got to get certain shows in prime time, as well as the actors and actresses who were a part of these shows. Some of them got to prime time, others didn't, but now